So how are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing good, thank you. So, Naberus, Andy Cult, your album, the first album from the band, was released earlier this year. So, can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and the production behind this album?
Yes, sure. Well, after we released our EP in 2018, the EP entitled Memento Mori, um, we kept composing and writing lyrics. Well, I write the lyrics for the band, but we kept creating new music, and um, it's it's like Anticult is like uh, the continuing of Memento Mori. It's the same concept, if I can call it like that, but which takes the form of an album, a full length, our first full length. Um, so yeah, we had other ideas when we created Memento Mori. So that's those ideas became the Anticult album. We recorded the album in the same place. We have a friend of the band has a home studio, and we are very satisfied of the quality of the sound. Yeah, the conditions to the work conditions. So yeah. So we recorded the entire album in that home studio, and he was in charge of the mastering and all the arrangements and the mastering. And yeah, and we signed with Sounds of Hell Records, a brand new label here in Belgium, and they're doing an awesome job. And we are very happy with the deal we had with Eric. So yeah, they helped us a lot. So yeah,
Wonderful.
with all those elements reunited, well, it can only be a very good experience.
Absolutely wonderful, wonderful. And was there any particular concept that revolves around this album?
Well, I think the title says it all. It's anti-cult. So um, it's it's like a theory of what would have happened in the world without any religion, without any um, without any moral rule, something like that.
Yeah,
Um, each one believes what he or she wants to believe. Um, and yeah, you just do what you want. You live like you want. Um, but it's also Anticult also realizes that there is no return in the past. You can't go back. So yeah, so you have to stay above that, above all those religious conflicts and so on. So yeah, it's more
yeah,
or less in a few words the
yeah.
concept of Anticult. Yeah.
Wonderful. And for any band, the first full length album, something special to the band. A lot of hard work. They wanted to make it perfect. And you guys made an amazing album. I had the opportunity to listen to the album in complete and I totally enjoyed it. A lot of power, great black metal elements and death metal put together and come out as a great output, I would say. And as a band, how do you feel about the outcome?
Well, first of all, thanks a lot for your comments. Well, yeah, indeed, it's very special. When we released our EP, it was already a special moment. But yeah, the full length is it's like something bigger. So yeah, it's very special. We feel that we are it's we are progressing. It's it's part of the evolution of the band. So yeah, and we already have a few new tracks in process for the second full length. So yeah, it's really awesome. What we released and entitled yeah, you know, during the pandemic. So a lot of albums were released during the pandemic, even before. A lot of albums are going to be released in the following months. So yeah, we're all in the same on the same boat, and we try that this boat doesn't sink. So yeah, we keep working, we keep promoting the album, and but yes, indeed, it's something. Wow, it's uh, if you ask us like 5 or 6 years before ago, yeah, in 2021 you will have an EP, an album, and you will have you in 2019 you will play with bands like Dark Funeral, Mugwa in a festival. We would answer to you, yeah, you're crazy. It happened. So yeah, who knows? Who knows what the future has for us?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know this pandemic situation has put us all inside the box and couldn't get out of it. So, how is the touring plan coming up for you in probably start of next year?
Well, yeah, it's of course we have a few plans for lives. We've been announced in a black metal festival, the Black Throne Ceremony, in France, with Ancient and Azagram. For now, we are the three only bands announced. Maybe, yeah, I think the promoter is waiting a little bit with all this situation. So I fully understand that. Then we have a small tour with a French band, a French black metal band, which is Mortis Mutilati. They are celebrating their 10th anniversary, so they wanted to make a short tour to celebrate that before hitting the stage at Hellfest. So we joined them. We are joining them in that tour that will take place from February 28th to March the 5th. So yeah, Belgium, France, maybe Germany or the Netherlands, but Belgium and France, that's for sure. But then, well, the two other, because we play 2 gigs in each country, so the 2 other gigs, maybe the Netherlands, maybe Germany, maybe another country. So with all this situation is becoming, yeah, it's very hard to promote an event without taking a risk of a cancellation or something like that. So yeah, it's quite difficult times, but we keep trying, we keep working on it.
Wonderful.
But yeah, we have many plans of live of gigs, mostly abroad. We played a lot in Belgium. Now we want to go abroad. That's the purpose of releasing EPs, albums, and so on. So yeah, we love our country, but we want to go abroad.
That's awesome, awesome, awesome. And would you like to share how you guys all got together and formed Demenzia Mortis?
Well, it's a quite a nice story. Actually, the bass player Asmodeus and the drummer Axel are the founding members of the band, and the uncle of the drummer, Grabak Hellfire, joined them after. And before that, Grabak Hellfire was playing in another Belgian black metal band called Nemesis Irae, which lasted like 25 years. And in 2014, they disbanded. They decided that it was the ending of the band, so they disbanded, and so he was without band. and then he joined his nephew's band. Um yeah, and Nemesis Irae, he founded that band with his brother. So our drummer's father was the drummer of Nemesis Irae. So yeah, it's a family story. And Asmodeus is a longtime friend of the guitarist, so they all knew each other. So, and how I arrived there? Well, I posted an announcement in Facebook, in a Facebook group, and they answered. The bass player answered. So you know, the auditions and so on, and then I joined the band back in May the 9th, 2015.
Wonderful.
So that's how we all met, and since then the lineup didn't move. It's the same lineup since then. So, and that's apparently that's
Yes.
yeah that's
Awesome.
that's something, because there are a lot of bands that change of lineup every 2 years, and yeah, that's you need consistency. You need stability in a band,
Absolutely.
and I hope that we are going to keep it for many years.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Awesome, Naberus. And you said like you guys are already working on a couple of songs to be out, working on the next album, the second full-length album. So how is the work coming up, and how soon are you expecting to get this out?
Well, yeah, yes, indeed, we are working on new tracks, but we just released Untitled, so we want to promote it next year. But also next year, the beginning of the next year, we are releasing a single, a brand new track, with a new orientation. For instance, we are getting more into black metal, so we are leaving death metal behind. There will still have we will still have some elements of death metal, but we are going really into black metal. Um, so yeah, I can't say much for now, because yeah, it's more or less a surprise now.
Yeah.
But but we have been operating a lot of changes this last month. We changed our logo. I don't know if you noticed it on our Facebook page and so on. But yeah, we changed our logo. We wanted to refresh it, and we wanted to. It was a time. It was the moment to make a little bit of changes in our yes, in the visual, and as I said, the music too. And the new logo was created by Christoph Speidel, who's known as the Lord of the Logos. He created the logo of Emperor, Enthroned, and hundreds, thousands of other bands. Yeah, it was a real pleasure to work with him, and we are very happy of the new logo, and which had a very good reception. So we hope the new music will have the same reception.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you said like you are going back to the hardcore black metal roots, leaving death metal aside. So will there be plans to go more extreme in the future?
Yes, yes. Yeah, musically, we take our inspiration from Scandinavian black metal. But lately, we've been really interested in Polish bands. We already listen to the Polish black metal scene, but for the new. For the new tracks, we've been like listening like bands to Arcona, and we were like, oh wow, that sounds really great. That fits us very well. So we can keep our sound, the Demenzia Mortis sound, but going more into black metal, more punchy black metal with a few, calm moments, you know, some melodies and stuff like that. Um, we also listen, you know, I personally enjoy US black metal, you know, like
Yeah.
Nightbringer, Achilles, uh, and yeah, I think it has, yeah, it's the you know, the ambience, the all the environment created around for example, the Achilles concept, that's
Yeah.
just wow, it's just awesome, it's mind-blowing. So um, that's a few examples of the new inspirations of the band. But of course we want to stay there has to be some we can't change it all, because we already did Memento Mori, Anti-Cold, and we want to stay Demenzia Mortis. We don't want to be some Nightbringer beast or Achilles beast or Arcona beast. We just, yeah, we take some ideas, but we want and need and have to stay Demenzia Mortis.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And I know there would have been a lot of great moments that you had over the years. So is there something special that you want to share with me today?
Sorry?
The great moments, the good
Oh,
times
yeah,
that
yeah, the good moments. The great moments of the band. Well, oh yes, wow. The first live, first of all, on May the 28th, 2016, to be precise. That was our very first live. I was very stressed. It's my first real band, and for the drummers the same. So we were a little bit stressed, but yeah, then it went smooth. So that was perfect. Then. Yeah, well, yes, well, the EP, of course. When we started to share the stage with, you know, big names like Necrodeath, Necrodeath from Italy, Necronautical from uh, England,
yes,
then Voltumna from Italy too. Yeah, then we shared the stage with bands like Hatzburn from France, Carn also from France, yeah, Noctem from Spain. Then we released our album, but of course one of the main moments of the band was when we took part to the Mass Destruction 2019 with
yeah,
Dark Funeral as headliner, and there were bands like Mugwa, Azarat, Moonsorrow, Borknagar. Uh, yeah, it was a pretty good day.
amazing.
Uh, then yeah, we hope that that kind of opportunities will still that, yeah, you know, the promoters, the festival organizers will still thinking about us when they will be working on new events, new festivals, and hopefully 2022 will be a good year if all this pandemic stuff is over.
Yeah. Good, good. And talking about the songwriting, so you guys gonna stick to the traditional black metal style of songwriting, or are you gonna get into diverse topics and get into more details of other aspects as well?
Well, in the for the lyrics, all the religious stuff, we did what we had to do. Now we're moving, so I'm going to write about something else. Um, yeah, more about death, despair, some paranormal, you know. Uh, yeah, yeah, more stuff like that. And musically, yeah, of course, as I said, we take our inspiration from a Scandinavian black metal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are going also to take some elements from elsewhere. Um, so yeah, but mostly the way we work is going to stay the same. So the music, well, the guitarist, the drummer, and the bass player, they usually they used to work together for the music creation. Sometimes I give some ideas, and all the lyric work I'm in charge of that. So yeah, that's how Demenzia Mortis works. So yeah, I
Wonderful.
don't take part to the the real work of composition, but I bring some ideas. I'm like, hey, I heard this track the other day, and I like that moment of the song. Maybe we should think about something like that. So that's the kind of ideas I bring, and yeah, uh, that's how we work. And until now, it's fine. It works.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And what would be the dreams for the band?
Oh. Dreams. Well, if all this pandemic stuff is over, I mentioned that tour with the French band Mortis Mutilati. Well, it's that 6 days in a row. Uh, no day off, six gigs, and touring was for us a goal. So yeah, that would be, if it can take place. Well, that's a dream come true. So that's the first thing. Then we would like to be in festivals, big festivals like Throne Fest, like Partisan Open Air in Germany. We love that festival. It's very awesome festival. Um, yeah, having our name on festivals or concerts with big bands,
Yeah.
bands like Marduk, Impal Nazarene, that kind of bands. Well, opening for them, that would
Yeah.
be just a honor. So yeah, that's that's what we can hope for now. But I think that the second album, the second full length,
Mhm.
um, will bring us on another stage. It's going to be, it's going to give a big sign, like, okay, this band is really it's working hard. So let's give them a chance. Let's give them a chance. So that's how I see things. I think that it's the second album that's going to determine if we can be on festivals and so on, and we are working hard for it. So yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And finally, what would be the message that you want to give to the fans around the world and to the people who are new to the band?
Excuse me, there was I
Uh,
I, I were frozen for a few seconds. Can
Yes,
you please repeat the
yes, yes,
question?
no problem at all. I was asking what would be the message for the fans around the world and to the new fans who are coming to the band.
Uh, can you hear me?
Yes, now I think you got frozen again. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was asking what would be the message for the fans around the world?
Oh, well, you. Uh, yeah, it's very nice from you to give us the opportunity uh, to talk about our band. And yeah, to your readers and or listeners. I don't know if you have a radio too, but well, uh, stay metal, keep listening, keep discovering new bands. We need people like you to abroad, as I said. So yeah, stay metal. Don't hesitate to listen to our music and let us know what you thought about it. So yeah, Thanks a lot. Stay.
Wonderful. And Naberus, thank you so much for this opportunity today that you have given me. It's a real pleasure to talk to you. And thanks for the amazing music that you guys put up. And I'm looking for more amazing music from you guys. And I wish you and the entire band all the best. Thanks again and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Take care.
Have a
Bye-bye.
nice day.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.